guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys this Kim K inspired kind of like a nude soft glam natural but still baddie makeup look. So make sure you guys stay tuned, watch the whole video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like and comment, and let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to be starting off with a fresh face, and we're going to be starting on our brows. This is going to be the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade. I think I'm using the color dark brown. Now this is all the brushes that I'm using are Morphe brushes, so I'll link everything down below in the description box. But it's really hard for me to actually explain how I do my brows, but I'm really just lining them top and bottom, and then I just fill in the middle. Now I'm going to do them a lot thicker than I usually do them just because they are not waxed, so they're a little messy right now. But I'm just going to be filling them in with my pomade. So after I finish filling my brows in with my pomade, I do go in with a spoolie. It usually has like nothing on it, and I just brush the front part of my brows because I don't put the pomade at the front. So I feel like that's what makes it look more natural and not boxy and thick. So I'm going to be cleaning my brows up with this Too Faced multi-sculpting concealer. This is actually my favorite concealer. It's a huge bottle. It's bigger than any other brand, so that's why I like it so much. And I'm just going to be using a really flat brush and just cleaning them up. So after I clean my brows up, I do use the remainder of the concealer and put it on my eyes. Now I do use my concealer as a eyeshadow primer. So I don't use any eyeshadow primer. I use my concealer as it because it's still pretty thick and kind of sticky in consistency, which is why I like this concealer so much too. And I'm just kind of like patting it out, so I'm not brushing it away because then that's taking the product away. I'm really just pushing it into my skin with an eyeshadow brush. Okay, so getting into the eyeshadow, we are going to be using this Morphe palette. This is the 35M, and we're going to start off with this brown I'm showing, and Really, this is just my base color, so I'm gonna go all over my eye with it since it's the closest to my skin tone, just so I can get a nice consistent base. So next I'm going to go in with the color right below it. It's a little bit darker, and I'm just going to fill in the crease of my eye. Now I'm going to go a lot heavier towards the outside of my eye than the inside. Since it is a smoky eye, you're going dark to light basically. So I'm going heavier on the outside and a little lighter towards the front of my eye. Alright, so finally I'm going to be using the darkest brown in this palette. Now this, I'm not going to be blending over towards the front. I'm just packing it right on the outer part of my eye. Now, of course, you know, after you do all this, you're going to want to blend it out. My method, I like to put all the colors on my eye and then go back and blend them out. So after I do put this darkest brown on my eyes, I'm going to go in with that second brush and just go ahead and blend it out. And so I am going to go ahead and line the bottom of my eyes with this. Now this brush is really fluffy, so I kind of just put it all over. It looks really messy right now, but once you put your foundation and your concealer on, it'll all pull itself together. So I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty foundation. I am in the shade Macchiato. Now this is a really good full coverage foundation, especially if you have oily skin, because it mattes out perfectly. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with a brush. So once I'm done blending that out with the brush, I do go back in with a beauty blender and just touch up more on the spots that have brush-like strokes on my skin. Now, instead of wetting a beauty blender with water, I like to wet it with my Morphe setting spray that I just showed you guys. I feel like that kind of sets it in a little bit better. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some concealer, the same one we used to clean up our eyebrows. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out with a beauty blender. This one I did also set with my Morphe setting spray. Now once the concealer is all blended out, we are going to be using some powder to set under the eyes and the highlighted parts. Now this is the banana powder by Makeup Revolution. It's really affordable. I'm just going to go ahead and set it under my eyes with a beauty blender. I do kind of pack it on just because the more you use, the better results you'll get. And you don't get flashback with this. So the more you use, it's not going to negatively impact your final look. So while that's setting, I am going to go ahead and go in with my bronzer by Pure Cosmetics. Now this is a really good bronzer. It's kind of sheer. And as you can see, I'm listening to music while I'm doing my makeup, but the bronzer is really sheer. But the heavier you use, the more defined it is. I honestly don't know how this bronzer shows up on darker tones, just because I'm more in the medium range with foundation, and I have to pack it on to see anything. So I'm just going to be going in with a big fluffy brush and going ahead and blending out the powder. Now I am going to go back in under my eyes with that darkest color that we use with a smaller brush and just lightly line my eyes to kind of give it more of a dramatic look. I'm going to go in with the first brush we used with the base color to just blend it out so it's not so harsh. I am going to be using the Bare Minerals Gin Nude collection. Now I'm not sure what color that is or what shade it is, but I will make sure it's in the description box below. And for my highlighter, I'm going to be using the Gold Tone and the Morphe highlighter palette. And I'm going to be using a fan brush to go ahead and apply that on my face. So once I'm done with that, I am going to go ahead and set my face before I use any mascara. And I don't like to set my face after I put on lipstick either, or lip gloss. So I'm going to make sure I do that before those. I'm just going to go in with my mascara, a little bit on the lashes just to blend mine in a little bit better, and some on the bottom. Now for my lips, I'm going to be going in with the NYX Professional Lip Liner. This is in the shade Espresso. Now with this, I'm not going to line it as heavy as I usually line my lips. I'm just going to do a light line. So I'm going to be using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream collection. I'll also make sure that that shade is in the description box down below. And I'm just going to go ahead and fill my lips in. Alright you guys, and that is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure before you go that you like, subscribe, make sure you share the video, comment down below if you liked it or you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.